Omer, just kind of talk about maybe being ready when Braden got his third foul, and you had probably the most extended minutes you've had with the first team running the offense since you've been in college.
Yeah, I mean, I know what I'm capable of. And with that being said, I know my role in the team. And I think being a winning team and being part of a winning team is to know exactly what's your role. Of course, we got Braden, and he had foul trouble. So I knew that I need to step in and kind of organize the team while he's on the bench, and just basically making sure that we're still playing at the same level. That's my job on the team. I know it. I'm confident in my ability to do this job the best way as I can. Yeah, that's my mentality.
Trey, just how would you characterize this performance for the team? It was a comfortable win at one point, and then ends up getting kind of tight, and it was good and bad. How would you characterize it?
Yeah, it was just a really weird game all around. Obviously, I don't know how many times Braden's not started the second half of his career. So just, and then obviously towards the end of the game, it felt like we got a couple calls that didn't go our way. And then, from there we kind of let it snowball a little bit. But at the end of the day, a win's a win. So I'm glad we pulled it out.
Braden, how much does it kind of liberate you to give more when you're out there, knowing that if you have to come out, Omer, can come in and there might not be drop-off?
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I've been trying to do this year, is to bring more intensity to the defensive side, just because I have the understanding that we have a guy like Omer who can take my spot and do the same things that I do, because that's what he's capable of doing. So I think for me, obviously I think the last two games I haven't been as good, but I think I can be better defensively. But those, out of the last 7, those first 5, I try to bring in a little bit of defensive intensity. So I mean, it's just it's nice, obviously, having somebody that's capable to run the offense like he does and at the level that he does. So it just makes my job easier.
Hey, Trey, kind of same theme. We've talked before, and you've talked about when you and Braden went out of the game last couple of years or last year, big drop-off. But what's it like for you to see these guys succeed when you and Braden are on the bench?
I mean, it's great. I mean, to be honest, just to be a part of a complete team. It feels like it's a lot of fun. It feels like, obviously, it takes some pressure off of us when we go to the bench, whether it be foul trouble or just throwing another look. And so that's freeing. But also, just it's cool to watch your teammates be successful and be on a successful team. I know from guarding other teams that we've played, when everybody's a threat at all times, it's very difficult to stop. So, yeah.
Braden, the second half seemed to kind of devolve in the last 10 minutes. What did you kind of see from your perspective of what was kind of happening back and forth?
I think we just had to get stops, and we weren't doing that. And we let guys kind of get their head up. And we knew going into the game that this team has been down a lot at half, but they've also came back and won those games. So I think for us, we had an understanding going into the second half that they are capable of coming back and winning this game, and we got to obviously keep our foot on the gas there. But no, I thought we responded fine. I mean, obviously some calls went ways that we thought it shouldn't, and that's the game, and that's basketball. So I think for us, just to keep our heads up and keep making the next play.
Hey, Omer, the two guys to your right are obviously veterans. You're a young guy here. What have you learned from them and the rest of the team coming in here as a freshman and getting significant minutes?
I don't know where to start. I mean, TK has been here for 5 years. Brandon has been here for 4 years. There are not many people that know the system and this system as much as they do. So I think just being able, as my freshman year, to come here every day and just like study the game and the system while being around like really special personalities as well. I feel really fortunate. And again, as I said, being part of a winning team, meaning know your job, and each one of us makes each other job easier. So yeah, they really helped me, have been, is, and will. So
Braden, what were you seeing on the back end of their defense that Daniel was kind of running unaccounted for through the lane quite a bit?
Can you repeat that?
Were they not accounting for the big man on the roll, or were you doing something, or schematically were you guys doing something
Like
to
us
spread them out?
offensively?
Them defensively against your pick and roll stuff?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just obviously going into games, they did a couple different coverages. So I think for us, it's just my job to make the read. And Daniel got behind the big guy, so I just throw it up to him.
Trey, things were obviously working really well inside out offensively in that first half. Is there anything about being back at the 4 that in the positioning that you take there that helps with that for you as far as facilitating balls going back out? Or
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know like exactly if there's something specific. You know, in some ways it's a lot different, but in other ways we're kind of getting to the same stuff that we went to last year. Like I'm still catching the ball in short rolls. You know, I'm still getting post ups. I'm still doing a lot of the same things. But you know, maybe some rebounding responsibilities are a little bit different. But I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint exactly, I guess, what it would be.
Braden, you've been adamant that you want to play 40 minutes every single night. You hate coming out of games. Have you had to kind of change your mentality at all, knowing Omer's capabilities and that the best move long term is probably to give you some rest?
No, 100%. I mean, obviously, like the competitor side in me is I always want to play and I always want to stay in the game, and that's just, I feel like if you don't want to stay in the game as a basketball player, that's probably an issue. So I think that's one thing. But at the end of the day, I also do have an understanding. I'm smart enough to realize that we have another guy that is similar to me in many ways and can do what I can do at a very high level. So it just, like I said, like that's, I think, my first time ever coming off the bench in the second half. So like just watching him go out there and just take over the offense. I mean, it's just, it's awesome to have, and obviously something that we all enjoy. So.
Thank you, guys. Number 11 had 10 and 10 and minus 16.
It's gotta be.
It has to be.
Minus 16 got 10 and 10.
Yeah, I definitely have.
Yep. 2026. Fouls on him this year.